And then
looking boat.
Dragon, not only the dragon, it's the water dragon. So they only happen once every 60 years. So we're very happy to have the event. It's on August 4th and 5th in Meadows Corona Park on the Meadows Lake. And also this is the year of 15th anniversary of the Hong Kong SAR, so we're going to have some special invitation that we're going to use to celebrate that occasion. And to celebrate the year of Water Dragon, actually we just heard that the line dance team from Guangdong, China is going to come to help us to celebrate the event, and maybe even a dragon dance team from Nanjing, China. So that's indeed a very special year. And also always we have a lot of teams from Canada and other cities to participate. So we expect a good turnout, and we expect a lot of people going to participate and support our event. Talk about support, the biggest supporter all this year is, as you know, is the Parks Commissioner Bentley. We heard that he's moving on to something more interesting. Not interesting, but you know. Oh, okay. This is the most interesting job he ever had. He told me one time. So let me introduce Commissioner Bentley to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Henry, and please give Henry a big hand. He's the one who actually makes this happen with his wonderful team. So let's please give a big hand to Henry Wan, who was the soul and spirit of the Hong Kong Dragon Boat Festival. Hard to believe it's been 22 years, Henry. Henry was only 5 years old when it started. And here he is, 27 and looking very youthful still. I want to thank Henry and Anita Chan, who's the director of the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, and Elizabeth Lee from HSBC, who's providing some fine sponsorship. We need to have sponsors, and you can see this beautiful banner behind us. You know, I am Adrian Benefy. I am the Parks Commissioner. I didn't say I was moving on to a more interesting job. Equally interesting. Equally interesting.
It's the best job you've ever had, right?
Being Parks Commissioner is pretty interesting. My first question, is it hot enough for you?
Yes.
Okay, yes, hot enough for me too. So I don't want to make this event drag on too much. Is that it? Drag on? Where's the rim shot when they need it, Henry? But this is actually not the event. This is the event to announce the event. So we're in Central Park, where the event will not be taking place because you need a long, straight body of water for the dragon boat races. Will instead be taking place in a larger park, Flushing Meadows Corona Park in Queens, where that's taken place for many years. This boat and 150 more like it will be out there. It is a spectacular event. I would say that of all the events that happen in parks, this is right up near the top. It is August 4th and 5th in Flushing Meadows Park. It's a 2-day event, and in addition to the boats, there's all kinds of things that represent the culture and the traditions of Hong Kong and of China, and it is a spectacular event. There's food, there's art, there's culture, there's entertainment, and most of all there are people. And as Mayor Bloomberg often says, New York is a city of immigrants. As you walk down the streets anywhere, 4 out of every 10 people were born in another country. 6 out of every 10, they are the parents were born in another country. You walk down the street in certain neighborhoods, it's 9 out of 10. And it's what makes New York City great. I was recently had the opportunity to make a trip to another city, which is also a city of immigrants, the city of Singapore. And Singapore is very much like New York. It started as a small trading post, and then people came there from other countries. It is now a very, very dynamic city, and I was there because I was accepting a prize on behalf of Mayor Bloomberg, the Lee Kuan Yew World City Prize, which is being given out now for the 2nd time. It's just the first time it was given to Bilbao. And it basically says, what's the best city in the world in terms of environmental sustainability, in terms of economic development, in terms of quality of life, and especially in terms of parks. And New York City won the prize. It was an amazing prize for us to get. I'm very proud of all of the people of the Transportation Department, our City Planning Department, who did this great application, won the prize. And mainly proud of what we've done here in New York City to make a city of great parks great greenways and bicycle paths and plazas and all the things that make New York City great. But one of the things that makes New York City great is the Dragon Boat Festival. It is a festival that celebrates the multicultural, multi-ethnic spirit of New York, what makes New York the great world city that it is. And it's just my great pleasure to say, for 22 years, it's been going on, and it's bigger and better than ever. And if you want to enjoy a really great event, and the best part about this event, in addition to all of the attractions, is you don't have to pay to go. It's free. So I encourage everyone to come out, bring the family, invite people from out of town. If you can, join a dragon boat racing team. It's really rigorous exercise. I've done it. It's about as hard a thing as you can do, but it's a lot of fun. So thank you very much, Henry, and we look forward to the Hong Kong Dragon Boat Festival in Flushing Meadows Park, August 4th and 5th.
Thank you, Commissioner. And to thank Commissioner for his all this year's support, like a little mentor for you. This is Commissioner, people think about gift as a big gift. But for Commissioner, you got to think about small, because he's an advocate. He's an avid collector of the figurine. So this is the year of the dragon. So we got a little dragon figurine for you. Very colorful and a lot of detail. So thank you.
This is a great dragon, and this is actually a real baby dragon. It's just asleep right now. And once we awaken the big dragon, which is the mother dragon or father dragon?
Wow. Dragon of all dragons.
Dragon of all dragons. This one will slowly come to life, and it will grow and grow and grow, and pretty soon I'll have a very big dragon. And of course we know dragons do something very important. A few years ago we were having a very prolonged heat wave with no rain. And I said to Henry, we desperately need some rain. And I went out to the dragon boats race. And that afternoon, as the races were coming to a close, this enormous thunderstorm moved through. And the dragons brought the rain to New York, broke the heat wave, broke the drought, and rescued all our trees and plants and lawns. So it's getting hot and dry again. I think we need the dragons to do their thing and bring us some rain. And I want to say thank you for this dragon. I will treasure this. It's just so beautiful. Thank you very much.
Well, okay. You're going to need a bigger apartment.
Yes, as long as put it on the desk, it can bring you the power and all the.
Rain in your apartment.
I know that you collect a lot of figurines, so this would probably, be one of in your collection.
Exactly.
And also, next I want to introduce Anita, the director of Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, is also our title sponsor. And also Anita will arrange for the commissioner next trip to Hong Kong to see the parks in Hong Kong, right?
Thank you, Henry, Adrian. I think everybody can hear me. Can you hear me? Yes, right. Well, thank you very much, Henry. We're very delighted to sponsor the Hong Kong Dragon Boat in New York again for the 22nd year. I think some of you may be too young to remember, but Henry will definitely remember that it was our office, the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office in New York, that started this wonderful event in New York. We're very happy that under the able leadership of Henry Wang, this has grown bigger and bigger, and it is now becoming one of the largest and most colorful multicultural events in New York. Well, actually Hong Kong was a city that started modern dragon boat racing, and now Hong Kong hosts the world's largest international dragon boat festival in the world, and every year that festival attracted about 500,000 people to attend. So it's a huge event, and if you happen to visit Hong Kong, please check this out. Well, for those of you who have not been to Hong Kong, you may think that Hong Kong is full of skyscrapers, but I will let you know that Hong Kong has much more to offer. In fact, 40% of our land area is country parks, and we have lovely beaches and wonderful waterfront, and that's where we held and continue to hold our Dragon Boat Festival. And this year we're very happy that the magazine The Economist has just voted Hong Kong as the most livable city in the world. And TripAdvisor also called Hong Kong the top Asian tourism destination in the world. So I hope very much that you will come to look at our city, to enjoy the wonderful events, to enjoy the countryside, the parks, the beaches. Well, but the food, of course. And I think when it comes to food, everybody will admit that we are really the food capital, especially coming to Chinese food. But we will have lots of food at the festival. This year we will have a lot of performances, and we have, as Henry said, there will be over 170 teams competing. And this year is very important to Hong Kong as we celebrate the 15th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, and that is celebrating the 15th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China. So this year we are donating 2 special cups commemorating the 15th anniversary. We'll see very exciting matches, and I promise you a wonderful, wonderful event. So please come join us on the 4th and the 5th of August. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Anita. Now I would like to introduce Elizabeth Lee, our corporate supporter from HSBC.
Thank you, Henry. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today. In fact, that on behalf of all the sponsors, we are very happy to continue to support the Hong Kong Dragon Boat Festival. And our desire is really continue to strengthen, to tie to our relationship with Hong Kong, China, and the Chinese community here in New York. In fact, HSBC has been taking in part of the Hong Kong Dragon Boat Festival since its inception 22 years ago. And of course, HSBC tied to Hong Kong is more than that many years than 22 years ago. And Hong Kong is part of our DNA, just like Hong Kong is embedded in our name H in HSBC. Hong Kong, HSBC born in Hong Kong. Our first office opened in Hong Kong in 1865, almost 150 years ago. And our first office opened in New York in 1880s. With our continued growth and our expanding relationship from China and Hong Kong to the rest of the world, we are continue to celebrate and honor our heritage and also deal with New York Chinese community through the support of Hong Kong Dragon Boat. And together with many of the other sponsors, make this happen. Thank you very much. And also definitely thank you Henry's leadership to elevate the Hong Kong Dragon Boat to be part of the New York event annually. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you. Now we go on to the ceremony, but before we go, I just want to let you know that the show will go on. The next stop, we just got confirmation from the New York Stock Exchange. We would do the closing bell ceremony on Monday, next Monday. All right, so let me thank all the sponsors for this year's event. Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, the corporate supporter is HSBC, Verizon, Time Warner Cables, Chase, Resort World, Con Edison, New York Community Bank, Wells Fargo, Shanghai Commercial Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Clearwire, Flushing Savings Bank, New York Hospital Queens, Panda Express, and Sheraton LaGuardia Years Hotel, Velo Transportation, and of course the New York City parks and parks. So thank you all.